Hi, it's Christina from Cemetery of Choice. Today's August 30th, and I don't have an anniversary today, but I still have a tragedy to talk about that I uncovered. I was looking on YouTube for videos and I stumbled across a video that I will link to below. Her mother died from an illegal abortion. And as I've said other times, I'm really a little bit hesitant to take these stories as fact because they often turn out not to be fact. But in this case, I was able to verify it, and credit where credit is due. It's tragic and it's real, and they actually are able to document it. Now, according to the video, this young woman, Wynn, was living in military housing in Virginia with her husband and two small children. Now, her husband, Eddie, worked for the government and was about to be deployed overseas for an indeterminate amount of time. Now, Wynn already had a 3-year-old, not quite 3-year-old, and a 10-month-old. So she did not feel like she was going to be able to deal with a third child under the age of 3, not knowing when her husband was going to come home. And according to the video, Wynn was college educated and financially comfortable. This was just a matter of she didn't feel, I guess, ready emotionally, ready logistically. She just didn't feel up to coping with it. Now, according to the video, Wynn's mother was a nurse in New York. So Wynn went to New York to use her mother's connections with doctors to arrange for an illegal abortion. Now, this was 1943. This was New York City. I've got documents of case after case after case. There were plenty of doctors in New York, both kind of questionable and very reputable, doing abortions at that time. But for some reason, this fell through. Now, Wynn's father was also a doctor, but he refused to participate. He wanted nothing to do with it. Well, Wynn's stepmother was French and told her that women in France take care of it themselves. Now, Wynn went back to Virginia, and whether she got specific instructions from her stepmother about how French women just take care of this themselves, or whether she came up with an approach on her own, she put the children down for their naps, went into the bathroom, and attempted the abortion. And when Eddie came home from work, he found her dead. She died April 18th, 1944, at around 2 p.m. And her death certificate does attribute her death to shock due to attempted criminal abortion, self-inflicted. She was in her 2nd month of pregnancy, and the autopsy showed cuts in her uterus, hemorrhage, and congestion of her lungs, liver, and kidneys. So here we have a young woman who had the money, had connections, and the CDC did a study of why self-induced abortions continue even in the safe and legal sunshine and unicorns era. And they said that women will perform self-induced abortions for what they call idiosyncratic reasons. Sometimes they feel it's more natural, they feel it's more private, it's just maybe they come from a culture where it's just considered normal to, like Wynn's stepmother said, oh, we take care of this ourselves. I don't know. In this case, I think Wynn's French stepmother did her a disservice and would have done much better for her by offering to provide her with some actual support with the 3rd baby until Eddie came home.